Hi, Craig. Tianhua, Tianhua, do you see any pens around? Okay. I have my pen in my bag. Can you help me take one, please? Thank you. Virgin's ambitions for travel speed is more than 1,000 kilometers per hour. When technologies can reach this speed, individuals will be able to travel from London to New York in just 5 hours. Hi, Craig. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Thank you, thank you.
No.
Oh, it's not on.
Where is it? No, it's not.
Okay.
Is that there? Actually, you probably won't be able to hear much.
Yep. Can you play one of the videos so I can check like whether I can get things? Okay, can we keep going? Okay, thank you. Okay, I can hear you. Yep. Can you try to play one of the video on the screen so I can make sure the ears work for me? No. U.S. Justice lawyer Richard Peele has resigned after the U.S. Attorney General William Barr chose to allow prosecutor to brow alleged irregularities in the presidential elections. Donald Trump has refused to accept Joe Biden's projected victory and has made unsubstantiated fraud claims. Can you refresh the script, please? Yeah. She did. U.S. Justice lawyer Richard Peele has said Trump's speculative, fanciful, or far-fetched claims should be ignored, choosing to resign rather than oversee the impending investigation. Speculative. Okay, thanks. Single people in China are about to enjoy the world's biggest 24-hour online shopping event in the 11th of November. 3 million workers hired by 4,000 planes and ships are getting ready for this huge occasion. Also known as Double 11, Single Days in China was originally created by online retailer Alibaba, and this is its 12-year celebrations. Last year, the gross merchandise value reached more than £23 billion, double that of Black Friday and Cyber Monday combined. The online shopping demand has greatly increased due to the pandemic, and it is expected that this year will break the record of 1.9 billion products and delivered. More than 250,000 people tuned in online for the first ever virtual unveiling of this year's Fenwick Christmas window display in Newcastle. The live stream attracted a worldwide audience and the highest amount of people in the event's history. This original in-person reveal has previously attracted 2,000 people since 1971. Individuals are being advised not to make a trip to see the display during the current lockdown, and as it will be placed throughout the festive season and into January. Mo Farah, Shane Ritchie, and Victoria Derbyshire are among the stars that line up for this year. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Due to the pandemic, the show, which is usually filmed in Australia, will be relocated to the Royal Castle. I don't know, Rich Castle? Rich Castle in Abergele, Wales. Abergele. Okay, Rich Castle in Abergele, Wales. Oh gosh. The series will begin on the 15th of November. Johnny Depp will receive his full $10 million salary from Warner Bros. For his appearance in Fantastic Beasts 3, despite only filming one scene. Which one? Village. Okay. Abergele. Village. Abergele. Okay. Depp was dropped by Warner Bros. For his legal lawsuits were dismissed. After his legal were dismissed. The Pirates of the Caribbean star signed a pay-to-play contract, meaning that he could get his full salary regardless of the movie's was scratched or if his role went to another actor. The UK's music industry is more diverse than ever, according to a new survey. Industry fund body UK Music 2020 Diversity Report reveals that BAME or BAMRE BAME, okay. Recent representation in the UK music industry is at a record high. However, the survey does not take into account the impact of COVID-19 on musicians. Westminster News investigates if the effects of the pandemic have been more severe on BAME musicians. Tune in at 4 p.m. for our special report. This has been the Westminster Lunchtime News. See you at 4 p.m. Yep. Hello, okay, thanks. Hello and welcome to Westminster News. I'm Bong, and our top story this lunchtime are the coronavirus vaccines breakthrough, travel quarantine reductions, and a rise in UK unemployment. Okay, thanks. Yep. And welcome to Westminster News. I'm Bom, and our top story this lunchtime are the coronavirus vaccines breakthrough, travel quarantine reductions, and a rise in UK unemployment. A COVID-19 vaccine is in sight, according to industry leaders Pfizer and biotech. It has been announced that the first results in large-scale trials show the current vaccine's candidate is 90% effective. Prime Minister Boris Johnson addressed the news during a coronavirus briefing on Monday night, saying despite the breakthrough, we still have a long way to go.
The Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine has been tested on over 40,000 volunteers, and interim results suggest it is proving 90% effective at protecting people against the virus. But we haven't yet seen the full safety data, and these findings also need to be peer reviewed. So we've cleared one significant hurdle, but there are several more to go before we know the vaccine can be used.
Health Secretary Matt Hancock has said the NHS is ready to start providing the new coronavirus vaccines as fast as safely possible. Travel quarantine is to be reduced from 14 days to 7. Transport Secretary Grant Shapps has announced the change to encourage more people to book flights without stress over travel corridors. Individuals can pay for a COVID-19 test 4 or 5 days after they arrive in the UK, and if the result is negative, they will not have to quarantine. UK unemployment has risen by 0.3% between June and September due to coronavirus. Redundancies have also increased to a record high of 304,000 in the same period, says the Office for National Statistics. During these 3 months, firms made more workers redundant in anticipation of the end of the furlough scheme, which was originally supposed to finish at the end of October. It has now been extended until the end of March. Analysts have said the extension came too late in the day to save some jobs, and further rises in unemployment are likely in the coming months. An anti-lockdown demonstrations in Manchester has led to the organisers being arrested and fined £10,000. More than 600 people marched through Manchester city centre to protest the second national lockdown. 4 people have been arrested on suspicion of public order offence and have been fined £200 each. Greater Manchester Police Mark Hansons have said the operation to identify other people in attendance who blatantly breach government restrictions is continuing. Lockdown in Wales has been lifted. People can now travel anywhere within Wales. Restaurants, pubs and gyms can reopen, and 2 households can gain from a bubble. However, the new regulations made by the Wales ministers impose limits on meeting other people and entering or leaving Wales without a reasonable excuse. Up to 15 people can now take part in activities indoors and up to 30 outdoors. A memorial to 18th century author Mary Wollstonecraft is to be unveiled in North London after a 10-year fundraising campaign. Today, the sculpture of the Mother of Feminism by artist Maggie Hambling will go on display on Newington Green, Islington. The silver statue is an ode to a woman whose radical ideas on women's rights changed the world. The future of transportation is here. The Virgin's Hyperloop has trialed its first ever journey with passengers in the deserts of Nevada. passengers at high speed, reaching 170 kilometers per hour. But Virgin's ambitions for travel speed is more than 1,000 kilometers per hour. When technologies can reach this speed, individuals will be able to travel from London to New York in just 5 hours. U.S. Justice lawyer Richard Peters had resigned after U.S. Attorney General William Barr chose to allow prosecutors to probe alleged irregularities in the presidential election. Donald Trump has refused to accept Joe Biden's projected victory and has made unsubstantiated fraud claims. But Attorney General Bill Barr has granted authorization for an investigation into this. U.S. Justice lawyer Richard Peters has said Trump's speculative, fanciful or far-fetched claims should be ignored, choosing to resign rather than oversee the impending investigations. Now, single people in China are about to enjoy the world's biggest 24-hour online shopping event on the 11th of November. 3 million workers helped by 4,000 planes and ships are getting ready for this huge occasion. Also known as Double 11, Single Day in China was originally created by online retailer Alibaba, and this is its 12-year celebrations. Last year, the gross merchandise value reached more than £23 billion, double that of Black Friday and Cyber Monday combined. The online shopping demand has greatly increased due to the pandemic, and it is expected that this year will break the record of 1.9 billion products ordered and delivered. More than 250,000 people tuned in online for the first ever virtual unveiling of this year's Sandwich Christmas window display in Newcastle. The live stream attracted a worldwide audience and the highest amount of people in the event history. The original in-person reveals had previously attracted just 2,000 people since 1971. Individuals are being advised not to make a trip to see the display during the current lockdown, and this will be a place throughout the festive season and into January. Mo Farah, Shane Richards and Victoria Deshabai are among the stars that line up for this year's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Due to the pandemic, the show, which is usually filmed in Australia, will be now relocated to Irish Castles in Abergele, New Wales. The series will begin on the 15th of November. Johnny Depp will receive his full $10 million salary from Warner Bros. For his appearance in Fantastic Beasts 3, despite only filming one scene. Depp was dropped by Warner Bros. After his legal lawsuits were dismissed. The Pirates of the Caribbean star signed a pay-to-play contract, meaning that he would get his full salary regardless of if the movie was scratched or if his role went to another actor. The UK's music industry is more diverse than ever, according to a new survey. Industry-funded body UK Music 2020 Diversity Report reveals that BAME representation in the UK's music industry is at a record high. However, the survey does not take into account the impacts of COVID-19 on musicians. Westminster News investigates if the effects of the pandemic have been more severe on BAME musicians. Tune in at 4 p.m. for our special report. And this has been the Westminster Lunchtime News. Thank you for stopping by and see you at 4 p.m.